Hi, this is Doug. This is part 3 of the video. I wasn't expecting to do a part 3, but part 2 is kind of long, and rather than continue it on, I decided to add a third part. I don't expect this third part here to take too long. I just wanted to do a little review on a few things I went over just in regards to my console. For me, it's been about an hour since I paused the video and started this last part. But for you all, time is, there was really no break in time. But if you've noticed, this is the same line, this is the same chart we were looking at in the previous video. We had established that 4534 line based on my the calculations that my program made. We bolded that earlier. I unbolded it because I've already updated the data. Since 9 p.m. we printed a new 4-hour candle, and it's already after 10 o'clock. We already printed a new 1-hour candle, and I also updated the 15-minute data. But in any case, the 4534 area was highly respected. Now look at what happened. It came up, like I showed you in the previous video, it touched it, broke it by not even a pip, and fell down. Then it came back up. Now literally went all the way back up and just touched it, and look, it fell right back down, and it just slightly breached the 4500 area, and then it has already bounced back up. Now it looks like it wants to break through it. 4500, by the way, is a very significant area, not because the spreadsheet actually dictated that, but because 4500 is a psychological area. It ends with double zeros, and 5 is a whole number. So that would be a very powerful area anyway. Now, we were basically by using this spreadsheet, we just determined two lines. That's all we really did. That seems to be respected. But there's a lot more to technical analysis than just, whoops, I don't know. I've been having problems with my trading station. Let me get that out of the way. There's a lot more to technical analysis than coming up with a couple areas of support and resistance. Obviously, when we used the spreadsheet, we didn't just look at this. We looked at the Fibots, and we looked at the Fib ups and the Fibs down. And based on the data, we overlapped everything together. We found price levels that were in common over multiple time frames. Mostly using the pivots and the Fibots and the Fibs, we were able to come up and establish these two price levels that, once again, were respected. There's a lot more to Forex than just that. Now, here I got another chart. This is just a naked chart I used for the video. But here's another 50-minute chart. This would be a working chart, and I want to zoom in on this chart. This is going to explain a couple other things. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and move this up to the 4534. And we're going to take this line right here, the 40, which was 4500, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to add it over here. I'm going to make that a blue line. Okay, so there are other things that may have also been the cause of price falling over here. And this trend line here might have been one of them. Yeah, okay. Now, this trend line may very well have been one of them. Okay. And also, this moving average would may very well have been very, very important. Okay, the 21. You could have easily did a fib from here to here, and then over here at the 50%, you could have entered along. That was before this red candle when it came into play, and you could have took this 50% fib at 45.13, which overlapped with the 21 moving average, and you could have took along at 45.13, 45.14. Now it doesn't look like much, but you could have made almost 20 pips on a long like that, and 20 pips, a 20 pip scalp is really nothing to really shake a stick at. All right, now price has obviously broken this low, or it's about to, and it's going to fall. Where's it going to go? I have no idea. It could end up going down to this trend line, but let's go ahead and let's get this program out now. Now it's 10:15, so now we're going to have another 15-minute candle. Let's go ahead then and I don't understand why this FXCM software keeps freezing all the time. I just don't understand why. Huh. That's weird. Anyway, all I want to do here is interesting. I want to take the 15-minute candle data for the new candle off the euro dollar. And I want to save it. Okay. Saved. Okay, now we can go back over here to the pivots. And now I could go ahead and do a new window. Side-by-side view. Let's go over here to Fibots. And since we printed a new 4-hour chart, we're just going to do a quick exercise, and then we're going to conclude this video. So off the 4-hour chart, we can see that 45.18 is the new central pivot point. We're going to come on down here to the 4-hour pivots, and we're going to 45.18, so let's find something here that's close to 45.18. 45.40 would be, no, that's not what I'm doing. Let's go ahead now and look at 45.11. Anything here close to 45.11? No. Anything close to 45.04? 44.91? Oh, 45.84. So let's go here to 44.91. Control D, hold that out. Let's see, 44.79. Yeah, 44.78. So let's go ahead and hold that. Let's see, 45.30, 45.40. Oh, 45.34, 42. So this corresponds with this, 45.40. 45.49 corresponds with 45.46. So let's go ahead and bold that out. Bold that, and I'm going to save it because it's the beginning of the 4-hour set candle, and this data will be good until 1 o'clock in the morning New York time. Now let's go to the 1 hour. Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to ask my kids nicely to quiet down. Now we're going to go ahead now and we're going to look at the 1 hour. Let's see here where price action is at 44.94. So let's look at this. This is the realm that we want to look at. And let's see, 45, let's just say 44.90 is what we're closest to. So now we're going to go over here and just say between 44.80 and 44.94. 44.80 to 44.94. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bold this level, and this level. Save that also for now. Now we're going to look at the 15-minute. And we're at 44.93, 44.90 area. Let's see what the chart's doing now. Now let's go ahead and, by the way, this is the analysis. This is technical analysis, but this is really the extent of it if you're using the spreadsheet. I mean, most people, they'd be all over their charts going from one time frame to another, looking at this indicator, looking at that indicator. We don't need to do all that. All we're doing is looking at the one spreadsheet. We're just looking at two worksheets side by side. So 44.90. Let's see here now. 44.90. We could pretty well safely say that the closest thing to 44.90 would be obviously 44.88. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bold this. So now, if we look at the 44.90, we look at the 15-minute here, and we look at the 1 hour here. Both areas are bolded. I mean, in green. Sorry, they're both bolded. Okay, and this is also bolded. So we know that 44.90 is a very powerful area without even looking at the chart. So now let's go over here. Let's go back. Let's go to the naked chart for the lesson. And now let's go ahead and move this to 44.90. And let me color this in green, because to me green represents up, red represents down. Well, we haven't quite touched it yet, but we've come pretty darn close. The low so far was 44.93, which is still areas that were pointed out over here. Well, 44.91. Here's 44.93 right here. But anyway, it doesn't matter, 1 or 2 pips. What matters is that this particular vicinity seems to be respected support. So this would be an area where I would really consider taking along. If price came and touched this, I would say, hey, I could take along here, and I would feel really good about putting a stop, say, under the previous low, which would be right about here. Or if I don't feel too good about it, exiting with a small loss if price continued to drop afterwards. But one thing's for sure, even if my analysis was wrong, this would still be a powerful area of support. Price isn't going to melt right through it. I mean, it isn't going to blow right through it like butter, like melted butter. It's going to come through maybe, and then it'll come back up and retest it, and then I could probably get out of my trade at break even. So if price is going to come on down here and touch this, my first reaction really would be to take a long. The reason I would take a long is because price is obviously in an uptrend, and in an uptrend, I'd be taking longs off of support. If we were in a downtrend, then I'd be taking shorts off support. Now we have been in a downtrend for the last, for the last hour. So what I will do now is I'm going to go ahead and go back to the spreadsheet, and I'm going to go over here to the fibs. So this will be fib down, and this will be fib ups. And I'm going to look at the 1 hour, and price opened at 45.29, and it closed at 45.02. So it's obviously a red candle. I mean, we know that because we're looking at this chart here, and we see that it had to be a red candle. So now what we'll really do is we're going to look at this chart, and excuse me, we're going to look at this chart at the 1 hour section, and as we can see here, the fib levels would be, let me go back here to the pivots up here. What I want to do now is I want to coincide these fib levels here, okay, with this, with these areas. Now, I truly think we're in an uptrend, but since that was that 1 hour candle closed at a lower area, then price kind of like fibbed upward, and then it's going to fall down to a fib extension, which in this case would become support. So really what I want to do is I want to use one of these, and I want to try to coincide these with one of these bold numbers here on the 15-minute chart. And the one that I picked here was 44.90. So 44.88 is the 138.2 fib extension. So let's go to 44.88 on the chart, which is just a couple pips underneath 44.90. So with that being the case, I would really say now at this point I would feel very comfortable staying long, entering long right here if the candle touched 44.90. Once again, what brought me to that decision wasn't the fib retracement up, or I'm sorry, the fib retracement down. It would be the extension. His price actually on the hourly candle, it would have fibbed up to one of these levels over here. Well, let's see here. My guess would be it probably fibbed upward to about 45.18 or 45.22, and this would be the corresponding extension. So over here, this is where an area where we would like to enter on. That's why it's green. And once again, it coincides with right here, 44.90. Price seems to be stalling over here. So what I'm going to do now is, since this video is already pushing 20 minutes, I'm going to pause this video for just a few minutes, and I'm going to keep an eye on price action over here. We're about to get a new 15-minute candle, and I'm going to update that data, and let's see what happens over the course of the next few minutes. If price jumps up from where it's at, or comes down a little bit and touches this and then jumps up, it means that the analysis of the spreadsheet was, correct for the third or fourth time during this video. Okay, it's me. I'm back. It was a very short pause. It's 10:30. I'm getting very tired now, and I've been at it with this video for quite a while now. But I just want to point out that obviously this area was respected. And it wasn't exactly right down to the pip. This line is at 44.90. Price did fall down to 44.93. Now it seems to be going upward. It's gone up about 9 pips. Scalper's paradise. If you use the spreadsheet that I developed, you could have really scalped the market and made a lot of money. You could have made 15 pips here, another 12 to 15 pips there, and another 9 or 10 pips there. I mean, you could have easily, just in the throughout the course of the video, if you were using, or if I was actually entering trades, demo or live, based on the data in the spreadsheet, I probably would have already made like almost 40 pips. So anyway, just scalping. I'm not a scalper. It's not really my it's not my personality of trading. I'm more of a swing trader, spot trader. I'm looking to get into the move, the trend that's going to last throughout the course of the session. Those trades aren't going to happen yet. It's 10:30 Eastern. We're not going to see moves like that really much before 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. The Asian session gets its groove on usually between 8 and 9:30 at night Eastern. So right now it's probably going to be kind of slow until about midnight or so. At midnight, the Moscow boys, they're in the market. So you'll start seeing a little bit of price action around midnight. 2 o'clock in the morning, the East Europeans, the Germans, the French, they enter the market, so we'll start seeing some movement around too. And then, of course, 3 o'clock in the morning, the London boys are in the game, and that's when all hell breaks loose. 3 o'clock in the morning, we got the Asian session still going on until 4 a.m. We got Moscow, and we got Europe. We got it all. Complete mix. So that's usually when the best moves are. But for right now, using a method like what I just showed you, we could easily enter scalps. Make 15 pips here, 15 pips there, and to me 15 pips is a healthy scalp. If you could enter, I know people, they just dream to be able to make 20 pips a day. So what if you just enter scalps, making 15 pips here, 15 pips there. First of all, earlier, the line dictated, the spreadsheet dictated a line that was about here. And you could have entered along. We adjusted this line, but earlier we had the trend line, horizontal line that the spreadsheet dictated. And that would have been an area where you could have felt comfortable longing if you had confidence in the spreadsheet calculations. And it would have gone all the way up to here. And we already determined this line way before, like 3 15-minute candles ahead of time. So we could have knew that we could have got out of the long right about here. And then, if we really wanted to, we could have entered the short. And we could have entered the short here. And it would have came down to here. Then it would have bounced back up. But you know what we could have did? We didn't have to get scared. We could have actually took advantage of the opportunity and entered a second short. Without closing this one, we could have entered a second one here. So then we could have had 2 shorts going simultaneously. And both shorts, well, from here, 45.34, all the way down to about here, this candle low, which would have been, 44.93. Would have been like a 43 pip trade. And if you entered 2 different positions on that, that would have been like making 86 pips. 86 pips. Now imagine if you were making 86 pips altogether off taking 2 different shorts here, one off here, and then the second one when it came back here and touched it. Imagine that. And then imagine you were really trading, say, 4 standard lots. Okay, $40 a pip. At 86 pips, I mean, could have made like a few $1,000s tonight. Anyway, that's what trading is all about. It's all about making, you know, large sums of money off of small moves. And so anyway, it appears that I created a really good scalping tool, a really good way of getting in and out of 15 to 20 pip, 30 pip trades or 40 pip trades using confluence between pivots and Fibots, midvits, which I didn't really get into. I'll probably save that for like a live trading session. We looked at Fibots, we looked at fibs down, and we took all this data and we created a couple horizontal lines that were basically respected. Well, anyway, that's going to conclude this video. Once again, I'm not really a professional speaker. Actually, normally a shy guy. I'm a silent trader. I usually just trade by myself. I'm not used to dealing with crowds of people, but maybe I need to get used to that. I'm beginning to offer live trading sessions at night. And if any of you are interested in trading with me using the spreadsheet here that I've developed, and getting in and out of some of these moves with me, please let me know. I will be offering a couple live presentations with my trade room, probably even this week. I'm going to announce it on my Forex Factory thread, and you're more than welcome to spend a day or two trading live with me at absolutely no cost. I don't mean, when I say no cost, I don't mean, indefinitely. I mean, I'm more than happy to give a couple live presentations as to how this system of mine works. And if proven that it'll make you money, I guess we can go from there. So once again, my name's Doug. The name of my website is forextradeplans.com. That's FOREXTRADEPLANS.com, forextradeplans.com. From there, you can get a hold of me by email. You could also contact me through Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter. You can actually access my my YouTube video channel. My cell phone number is on my website. I'm a very easily reachable person. So if you want to make arrangements to trade with me, or maybe make arrangements well, I haven't even decided yet if I'm going to sell this spreadsheet to people or not. I haven't made that decision yet. I might just turn this into a console. I might get a software programmer to work with me and actually turn this into an actual software program that has a live data feed, so you don't have to go to the so you don't even have to go to the FXCM website to copy and paste the data. If I do turn this into a program, I may make it so that the program itself will, build these areas, or actually, do all the mathematics and all the calculations, and do all the averages and the comparisons through the different calculations, and actually put, will display areas when you should buy and when you should sell. And at some point, I might just take that program and sell it on the open market. But meanwhile, I'm more than happy to trade the signals that my spreadsheet will generate in my live trading room. So if you're interested in trading with me and want to learn how I trade and learn my method of approach to the market, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to provide you with a complimentary session for a day or two, maybe even for a full week. Okay, that concludes our video, and have a nice night, and may the pips be with you.